I'm trying to get to this Young Money deal, bro. But you in real form.
Nah, the Young Money shit, right? All jokes aside, Wayne is one of the realest niggas I've ever met in my life. And I say that because Wayne did shit for me he never had to do. Mm-hmm. There was times where Wayne could have sent me home for shit I did.
Like what?
Missing flights, showing up late for shit.
What was going on?
Mostly shit like that.
Why was that happening?
Just random shit. Just probably not taking shit serious in the moment, not understanding what you're a part of in the moment because you used to be in a solo New York nigga that do SOBs in the canal room. And you never did the American Airlines arena. You don't understand being on tour for 6 months to the point when you come back, your car at the boatyard. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you like, do I want to go pay the money to get it? We about to go back on tour. I'm not going to drive it anyway. I'll just get a new one. That's when I started realizing like, oh yeah, some shit, I didn't even go get the car.
You just got a new one.
Just got a new one. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I'm not saying that to stunt, but I'm saying that to say, that's where he took my life. You know what I'm saying? So me leaving Young Money wasn't because he wasn't putting an album out on me. No. I left Young Money because I don't feel Wayne owed me anything more at that point. A nigga owe you $50 million and you going through some shit like that. If a nigga owe me $50 million, I don't give a fuck about your album. I don't give a fuck if you signed to me. I don't give a flying fuck about the Mav Hoffa album if Ron Browz owed me $50 million and we signed to Ron Browz. So at that point, it's like, nigga did more for me than anybody else ever did. I got it from here. I gotta have it from here. Because if I don't have it from here, that means I'm going to stay here and wait for him to do something for me. He did enough, my nigga. What more you want him to do?
Do you feel like, and I feel you on it.
You know what I'm saying?
But did you feel like, okay, because when we're first introduced to you on Young Money, we're also introduced to Nicki, we're also introduced to Drake. Mm-hmm. What was the difference in y'all situation?
I don't know. It's just.
Did you have this energy?
Nicki was. I think Drake was undeniable. Mm-hmm. When I first came back on the road one time, and Wayne was like, "Yo, we got this new nigga. His name is Drake. You know, he's singing, right? He's from this like a show, a TV show. None of us really knew Degrassi. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, it took me a while to understand like the Drake effect. Like, oh, he got fans that's
built in.
They don't give a fuck about none of us or whatever they don't even care that he's over here with Wayne.
Right.
They just excited that he's making music now. He could have been with anybody. Right. It was just the fact that the Jimmy guy from the show, he makes music now. Right. Oh, shit. So I think that alone mixed in with the fact that he was making music, shit was dope. It was new, it was refreshing, and he was with Wayne, and he wasn't from America. It was just so much shit that came along with it. It's like, bro, that's undeniable. You know what I'm saying? Even with Nicki went from I was on the plane with Dwayne to your love. It felt like it happened like, but we smart enough to know the Come Up DVD and Fendi, and we smart enough to know that. But it felt like, if you didn't know no better, it was like, oh, that girl just came out of nowhere and just went to the top. Just like if you ain't know no better, it was like, oh, the nigga that was on dedication mixtapes with Wayne, that nigga Jae Millz is nice. If you didn't know about none of that other shit, you would think that's where it starts. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I think, and I told Bleak this too, if it's 10 niggas on the label and 4 or 5 of them like pop and be like super successful, that's damn near like a win for the label. You know what I'm saying? Lil Chucky, Jae Millz, Gutter, Lil Twist, Chanel, we all ain't gonna be Drake, Nicki, and Lil Wayne. And once you understand that, once I understood, it's like, nigga, you ain't that, or that. But, and they not you neither. So it's certain shit that you could do that they can't do. But it's certain shit that they do that you can't do. Do what you could do.
What do you think was your limitation at that time?
I don't think it was no limitations. It was just like, I say this analogy all the time, like, I know what it's like to be Eddie Jones when Kobe Bryant get drafted. Mm. You could be that nigga. That's that nigga. Right. He could go anywhere and he gonna be him. It don't take nothing away from you. It don't mean that you're not that nigga, but he's a superstar. He's phenomenal. And obviously they made the right choice. And they got more hits than the Beatles, so somebody knew what the fuck they was talking about. Because I ain't got more hits than the Beatles. Like I ain't got to listen to Michael Jackson and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So somebody knew what they was doing, and everybody not gonna win. Everybody at Rockefeller wasn't Kanye.
I think in them situations, you forget to move like an independent artist.
And
that's when
that
we win.
too.
Yeah.
But this one thing I wanted to tell niggas too about that. It's easy to get involved in some shit that was as big as Young Money and forget how to move like an independent artist.
Because if you was doing what you was doing now,
Right.
But
Imagine.
But it ain't no.
I feel like they was doing that.
It ain't no independent.
Yeah.
It ain't no independent nothing. We on the, and mind you, this is in the midst of this doing $1 million in the first week. Wayne's still Wayne. It's not like he was just some old.
Right, he was right.
He's sitting
Right.
back somewhere chilling. It's not Wayne is Wayne, and now Drake is becoming Drake, but now Nicki's becoming Nicki. Oh, shit, on the West Coast got this Rack City shit. He been working too for a while. Tiger didn't just pop with Rack City. But by the time it got to that point, the budgets is tied up. When Wayne do the Carter, he want to do a rock and roll album. He's so hot he could do a rock and roll album if he want. He could do whatever the fuck he want. Drake want to do an EDM album, or he could do whatever the fuck he want. It got to that point. So at that point, the budgets is tied up. You get in where you fit in now. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's so once you get to a point where this one 3 albums in, this one 3 albums in, this one, that's when you start making the decision like, all right, like, I'm you, God. Do you want to
Stop.
Do you want
Stop.
Well, you
Shout out to
God
you,
put an
God.
album out.
I understand that.
go.
Right, I understand that.
So I'm not you, God.
No, I'm not talking about.
Because
When
you
I say
God
that,
did what I didn't. just to keep it a buck.
No, when I say that, I mean,
know like you saying like, nah, don't say it like that, but I'm so much of a real nigga, it's like, well, actually, I'm not even you, God. You know what I'm saying? But in the aspect, you, God, might not be Jae Millz.
Right.
That's life.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
but
It ain't
no,
nothing
I
wrong
didn't
with
mean
that.
to just. I'm just talking about.
No, I know you did.
Like the way
I know you did.
the rule was
But
structured.
I wanted to
it was-
clarify it so niggas can know that's just how I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm just one of them niggas where I look at things from the reality aspect of it. It's like, like, U-God had an album out. Jae Millz never put an album out. But I don't know if U-God could get on the stage and do what we do in the battle world, but that don't take nothing away from him, just like it don't take nothing away from me if, you know what I'm saying? It don't, and why, that's my thing. Why we can't talk like that? Why does it gotta be clickbait shit where when you say that, I say some wild shit about U-God? And now that's the short.
I wouldn't even let you.
But you don't have to let me. You said enough.
I'm saying it because
you would have said enough. If I didn't clarify it and we didn't, as men, if we all didn't just have that conversation.
No, I was gonna clear it up because right.
But even if you would have cleared it up, the internet still got enough to clip it up. It don't matter. We don't see the clearance.
You know what?
We don't see that. The internet not gonna let you see that. We gonna see that.
Right.
My son and his friends that play football and listen to all that young shit, when sons come up on TikTok that you don't even know they done clipped your shit up and somebody done made a math Hoffa, my expert
Shit's
opinion,
only
TikTok
40
clips.
seconds long.
They don't see the clarification.
10.
They don't see that shit. They only see clips. It might be a nigga that see me and Math going back and forth and be like, oh, who do y'all think will win, Math Hoffa or Jae Millz? With a f***ing poll now.
Oh, that's definitely gonna happen.
And now it's just some whole other shit. But me and him smart enough to know that shit ain't about nothing. You gotta be smart enough to know that shit ain't about nothing because they'll play the clickbait games with you. My thing is I'm not playing clickbait games with niggas. If you want to play clickbait games, do it. I'm gonna play the fat game. You see how Prince just came home and he said, shit, I thought the shit was kind of fly. I kind of like Ghetto Quran. Fucked everybody up. If he would have came home and said, man, I mean, that 50 Cent know what time it is.
It's Hoffa, trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rapper.